Hello friends, and welcome back for another episode of 6x6 Fix with myself and Crafty Maggie. I'll have hers linked down below so you guys can check it out. And if you guys are new to this series, we're essentially focusing on using our 6x6 paper pads. So today I have the beautiful summer paper pad, Summer Dreams by Echo Park, as well as Best Summer Ever by Echo Park in ephemera form. But I'm really focusing on using the 6x6 here because there are so many great patterns that'll go well with these beach photos. And you may also notice that this is a double page spread, and someone asked me about double page spreads recently in the comments, and I said I hadn't done one in a while, but that really inspired me to find a way to do one. So I took 4 of these photos and made doubles spread out of both of them. So I did some pre-planning on this layout by figuring out which patterns I might want to use and pulling those out of the paper pad before I started filming, simply to just make it a little bit easier on myself, because double pages can take a lot of effort and a lot of thought and work to put into them, and sometimes even capturing that all on film can be really frustrating. So I did a little bit of pre-planning to figure out which patterns I thought might go well with these photos. And I will say, through this layout, I do only have like a handful of pages, full 6x6 pages left in that paper pad. So that might be another one you see me finish before the year is over, because I have a lot of great summary pics to use that paper pad with. So here I'm focusing on the right hand side, and one of my greatest tips when using 6x6 paper pads is, if you have double patterns, put them together. So in this instance, instead of using a pattern that would normally be 12 inches, I'm stacking 2 of those pink patterns with those phrases across them and making it look like it's a 12-inch piece of paper. And that's just one of the easiest ways to get more bang for your buck out of a 6x6 paper pad, is not limiting yourself to thinking they are 6x6 patterns. Because even for repeating patterns, you could make some strips, so like a 2-inch strip that is actually 12 inches across, and anywhere less than that as well. And luckily for me, the way this works out is I can actually use the little bit of space that's above where the perforation line normally would be, because of the way this pattern's printed. So I just jut them together, and there's going to be some excess left over at the top, and I'm just going to trim that off. And lo and behold, I have a 12-inch piece of paper now. And like I said, the way this works out is I do end up covering the seam pretty much all the way with my photos, so I don't have to worry about the seam showing. But again, repeating patterns, it's really easy to manipulate it so that it looks like it's a continual pattern. And as you saw at the beginning, I did have a ton of washi tapes pulled out, and I think I ended up using 4 or 5 different washi tapes on this layout. And I myself think I am great at using washi tape simply because I adore it. I think it is such a great way to add another pop of color or another pattern to a layout without having to break out my trimmer or finding a pattern paper, etc. And if you guys were here last month, you might remember I had an Echo Park kit that was part of my main kit for How to Kill a Kit with Style focus for the month. And the end of the month, last month, at the end of April there, I had a few scraps left of that kit, and I hadn't finished using them. Well, lo and behold, I end up finishing that collection kit on this layout. All the papers are now used up, so that green leaf pattern you saw, and then the flamingo, the large flamingo pattern on the left-hand page, were the last paper scraps from that collection, and now I just have to finish off the sticker sheet and I will be completely done with it. And that just makes me so ecstatic to finish a collection kit, pretty quickly. I don't remember when I bought it. It's definitely like at least a year old, if not more. So it took a while, but don't give up on your dreams of finishing products, because it has been one of my focuses lately, and I have been absolutely loving it every step of the way. So here on the left-hand side, I have 2 vertical photos that I've mounted on some of the pattern papers from the 6x6 paper pad. And I put one on a sort of ombre rainbow. It's like a sunset colors, and it was really beautiful. And then the other one is on the smaller pink flamingo pattern, just to add a pop of pink. And I haven't mentioned this already, but the 2 background papers I have pulled out for the 12x12 are from the Coastal Paper Pad from DCWV, which I just recently talked about in my favorites video from the month of April. So if you guys are interested in learning more or seeing more about that paper pad, you can check it out there. But I've used it numerous times before. I was just lucky to have 2 of the exact same patterns, which is how I usually like to do my double page layouts, is with 2 patterns that are the exact same, so they have a cohesiveness to the background. So something that's interesting about this particular setup for a double page is they don't necessarily have to be next to each other. These could go on different pages of my album, but they have such a nice quality about them. Same color scheme, same vibe, because they're beach photos, obviously, and they're from the same day. So don't think that your double page layouts necessarily have to be on running in between. So a lot of the ones I've done in the past have actually met up right in the middle where the crease of the album would be, and nowadays with the D-ring albums, that isn't really a big issue where you'd have to like cut a photo across the binding. Now it's more so just a design choice to not do that, because you're going to have such a large gap in between versus a post-bound album traditionally would. So keeping that in mind, I decided to do a sort of just two spreads that looked similar to each other. I didn't do anything that was super cohesive across them. There's no like similar patterns running across. I have the flamingo that runs horizontal, and then the pink on the right hand side that runs vertical. And that's the beauty about these kind of things. You can do them however you want. So could this work as a double page layout? Yes. Could these also work as individual layouts? Of course they could, which is so very nice. They're not dependent on each other. In fact, I think they're very much not so dependent on each other. I think they stand alone just fine. I know on some double page layouts it's just going to be 3 clusters across the 2 pages versus this one, which has clusters on both of the pages individually, that kind of just put the icing on top of the cake. And I have pulled off some of these stickers from the Echo Park collection kit that I was mentioning that are from, you know, something that I'm trying to finish. I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stickers left on that sticker sheet, and then it's completely done. So using that sunny in the bottom right looks really nice, and then I use the little word sticker that says every summer has a story on the left hand side. And the little ephemera that are into tag shapes, the little swimsuit, the relax, and then the surfs up piece are from Echo Park as well, but they're from the from the Best Summer Ever collection. So a little bit different, but again, works really well with this color scheme. And that little you and me piece in the right-hand page in the bottom left cluster is from Momenta. That's just a newer piece. I haven't used any from that sticker set, so definitely mixing old and new. Here's this little piece, which was from a flare shop that's now called Humble and Create. That was a freebie from them, and I've had it for so long, so I stuck it on there because there's some orange on this layout, and suntan makes perfect sense for this wonderful page. And again, it just has all the summery vibes, and hopefully you guys are feeling a little bit of summer in your neck of the woods, although it has been quite a dreary day here the day that I'm recording this. But I had so much fun using the washi tapes, using the stickers, and here, guys, I used an October Afternoon label sticker, which was also for my previous month's kit, and it's gone. That was the last one. Now I have another completed empty. So stay tuned if you guys haven't already. Subscribe for more videos where every month I go over the things that I've used up, the things that I loved, and the layouts I've completed at the end of the month. So that'll be coming up at the end of May here. Make sure you check out Maggie's video link down below if you haven't already. And I also will have the 6x6 Fix playlist link down below in case you guys are interested in checking out more 6x6 videos. And I'll also link down my playlist about all of my double page layouts, which is called Double Take, so you guys can check those out if you're a double page fanatic. Here I took some old Jelly Bean soup stickers and just used some of the phrases and the arrow to add another pop of orange and teal. Orange and teal is one of my favorite color combos, and I think it's definitely underrated and underutilized in a lot of collections, and I would love to see more of that. Hopefully in some collections I eventually buy in the coming year here, but we shall see. I decided to go through my dump bucket full of embellishments and things and found this little chipboard hot pink star as well as some labels, because right now I don't have anywhere specific to journal. I also found this adorable doodlebug saying that says fun, which is from one of their summer collections. And I'm going to layer that with the star up there, just as if we were saying the word fun, which it's a little bit cheesy, but I like the pop of yellow with the hot pink. And I didn't mention this either, but the yellow doily under the left cluster on the right-hand page is from Doodlebug, and that's pretty new to my stash. I did a haul over on Patreon, so if you guys are interested in seeing exclusive content, exclusive videos, and things like printables and live streams, you can head over there to learn more. But that is from Doodlebug Designs. So now that I have that cluster in place, and I did glue down my little pretty little studio label, on the left-hand side, this layout's just really coming together. And here's where I start thinking about what to do for a title, because I obviously have the sunny section down there on the right-hand side, and I want to complete that. It shouldn't just say sunny, it should say something else. And this picture on the right, it's very difficult to see, but there's actually rain coming down over the water, so over the ocean you can see the rain coming down, but where we were on the beach, it wasn't raining. It was an interesting day to say the least, but You can see there, that's what that photo is about. So it says sunny days. And then the left-hand side is going to be the main title, which is the title of this video, or in the title of this video, which will be Surfs Up, which I really love these photos of Sam with his surfboard getting ready to get out into the water. It was quite cold that day in terms of the water temperature, but when the sun did come out, it was a lot nicer. So here's the close-ups of the completed layout. I hope you guys enjoyed these ideas for your 6x6 paper pads. In total, I think we used at least 8 pages out of my paper pad, if not 9. I think 9 because we doubled up on the right hand side, but great way to use a 6x6 paper pad is lots and lots of layers. But I do hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and do not forget to check out Maggie's video linked down below, because who doesn't want more 6x6 inspiration? Let me know if you guys would like to see more double page layouts. I'm definitely open to it, I just need to find more photo groups that could work for double pages. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!